Welcome back to my channel, guys. Yes, fall is here, and it's that time of the year where we start to wear our stronger fragrances, our louder fragrances, fragrances with more depth, fragrances that are kind of deeper and darker. Yes, in this video I'm going to be sharing 10 of those fragrances, and these are 10 that I think are the best for fall. These are the 10 fragrances you should be wearing this fall. So if you want to find out what these 10 fragrances are, please guys, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. Fall is my favorite time of the year to wear fragrances, and most of my fragrances are kind of fall centric / winter because they're mostly heavier, deeper, darker fragrances, and I own more of those than the summer fragrances, which are mostly lighter and fresher fragrances. So starting off this list without wasting time, we're going to start with the oldest one here, I think, and that's from the house of Montblanc, and this one is Honey Oud. Yes, Honey Oud by Montblanc. So this one is quite old. I've had this bottle for a while, and this fragrance was launched in 2015. And I think it's the oldest fragrance on my list here. I'm not too sure, but yeah, this one features honey. This one features oud. There's some spices here. I can pick up the cinnamon in here. I believe there's leather also listed with this one, and a bunch of other notes. It's just great to wear in the fall. This is one fragrance I find that describes fall to me, and it's one I like to wear in the fall. It's unisex, and I've put a lot of people onto this one. They really enjoy it. The performance on this one is amazing. This one lasts a long time, and the projection and sillage with this one is amazing as well. And like I said, this is one of my favorite to wear in the fall. Just gets me compliments and it works. This is one of my favorite from the house of Montblanc. This is one of my favorite honey-based fragrances, and it just works, guys. Yes, that's Honey Oud by Montblanc at number 10. We move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of MFK Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and it's none other than Grand Sauv, guys. Yes, Grand Sauv from MFK is another fragrance I like to wear in the fall, just because this is such a gorgeous scent. This is such an amazing scent. It's vanilla, it's amber, it's labdanum. There's bergamot in here. I believe there's lavender in here too. And there's a bunch of notes in here. Grand Sauv for me is a special fragrance, and I do own 2 bottles of this one. It's just a warm, spicy, vanillic fragrance in my opinion. And yeah, there's benzoin listed as part of the notes with this one to give that resinous touch. It's great to wear in the fall, and this one lasts a really long time. And Grand Sauv here is a unisex fragrance. A guy can wear this one, a lady can wear this one. It's just a sexy, gorgeous scent in my opinion. One of my favorite from the house of MFK, and one I like to wear in the fall season. Grand Sauv here is very popular in the community. A lot of people like this one, and that's why it's on my list as part of my favorite fragrances to wear in the fall. Yes, guys, that's Grand Sauv by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. We move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Penhaligon, and it's one I don't think I've talked about on my channel here, and that's Fetti Cedar by Penhaligon. Yeah, so Fetti Cedar here by Penhaligon is one of 3 from the house of Penhaligon in the Fetti collection. There's the original Fetti, there's the cedar here, and there's the leather. And yeah, I do own all 3 of them, and I'm still trying to decide which one is my favorite one from the 3. Fetti Cedar here is one I think is perfect for the fall. And the reason why I like this one is because of the woody aspect to this one. And if you think about the original Fetti with a more pronounced woodiness, with some booziness because there's rum in here and some spices as well. Yeah, but this one just works in the cold weather. This one is amazing for the cold. This one might also be a good fragrance to wear in the winter time as well. And there's some fruitiness here, and some of the notes with this one, there's saffron, there's peach, there's rum listed, there's cedar as well. Cinnamon is part of the notes listed in this one, and there's patchouli here, and I believe some other notes. Yeah, but Fetti Cedar here is amazing for the fall. It's one of those fragrances I look forward to wearing this fall as the weather becomes cooler and cooler, even up until the winter time. Fetti Cedar here is also unisex. A guy can wear this one, a lady can wear this one, and the performance on this one is amazing. 10 out of 10 performance here with longevity, sillage, and projection as well. I'm hearing some rumors about this one being discontinued, but I'm not sure what exactly is going on as of right now. But guys, that's Fetti Cedar by Penhaligon, another great fragrance to wear this fall. We move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be talking about is one I'm not sure I've mentioned on my channel here, and it's from the house of HFC Paris, and this one is called Private Code. Yes, guys, this is Private Code by HFC. Another fragrance that's great for the fall. Another fragrance that's great to wear in the cooler weather. This one features the note of cherry, and it's mostly a sweet fragrance. It's fruity, and it has a little bit of woodiness. I believe there's oud in here. Yeah, it's a great fragrance to wear in the cold weather. It's a great fragrance to wear in the fall. There's leather listed here. There's dates listed as part of the notes, and I believe there's a little bit of smokiness in here. And yeah, this fragrance has a balsamic resinous side to it, which just to me is sexy. I find this one to be a very sexy fragrance to wear, but this is one of those fragrances you should try before you buy. Yeah, not everybody might like this one, even though I think it's easy to wear. I think it's easy to pull off, but yeah, it's still a great fragrance in my opinion, and one that's great to wear in the fall season. It's unisex, and this one lasts a really long time. Projection of this one is amazing. Longevity with this one is amazing as well. And yes, you would walk around with a beautiful Sentry wearing Private Code by HFC here. This is an amazing fragrance. This is one I like to wear in the cold weather. And guys, that's Private Code by HFC, and we move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Emirates Pride Perfumes, and it's none other than Masters, guys. Yes, this one is called Masters by Emirates Pride Perfumes, and this is an amazing fragrance. Guys, this one was launched in 2024. It's a new fragrance, and what we have here is mostly a warm, spicy fragrance with some sweetness with the vanilla. I believe there's cacao listed as well, and some floral notes in here. But yeah, Masters here is a sexy fragrance. It's great for date night, and Masters here is one that's hard to not like because it's easy to approach. A lot of people like this fragrance on me when I've worn this one. Masters here is sweet. There's a little bit of powderiness in here. It's unisex, even though I think it leans slightly to the feminine side, but then it's still amazing to wear as a guy. A guy can pull this off. I personally have worn this fragrance a lot of times, and I've gotten lots of compliments wearing Masters here. Some of the notes with this one, there's cardamom, there's heliotrope here, there's cacao listed as part of the notes, there's vanilla listed as part of the notes, and there's this sexy amber accord in here. Masters here last a long time. It's great to wear in the cooler weather, and that's why it's on my list, guys. And this one I find to be quite similar to Angel Share by Kilian, and if you like that fragrance, you like this one as well. They share some similarities, even though I don't think they're exactly the same, or even maybe this one's a clone. I don't think so. This is quite sweeter and floral to me, and not as boozy as Angel Share by Kilian. So guys, that's Masters by Emirates Pride Perfumes. We move on to the next one. So the next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Rania J, and this one is called Ambre Loup. And my apologies, guys, I think this is the oldest fragrance on my list here. This one was launched in 2012. Yeah, it's been around for a long time. Yes, Ambre Loup here is a woody fragrance. It's spicy, it's ambery, really balsamic amber, guys. Yeah, if you like spicy fragrances, if you like balsamic ambery fragrances, then you should maybe check this one out. Ambre Loup here is one of my favorite amber fragrances. I just find this fragrance to be a complete amber, just the way I like my amber fragrances. The difference here is the spices and the resinous quality in here. And then I believe there's oud listed as well. Ambre Loup here is a well-rounded amber fragrance in my opinion, and that's why it's on my list. This is one I like to wear in the fall season. It just has that warmth. It has that woodiness mixed with the spices that's perfect to wear in the fall. It's one of my favorite, guys. Great fragrance in my opinion. And some of the notes with this one, there's lots of spices here. There's pearl balsam listed here, there's oud, there's cedar, there's vanilla absolute listed as well, and I believe some other notes. Ambre Loup here is unisex, guys, and if you want to think of what this one smells like, you can think of a more spicy Grand Sauv. A Grand Sauv with more woody aspect, of course, with the oud here, and other woody notes added here. So yeah, it's kind of in the same ballpark, but not the same fragrance. This is spicier, well-rounded, not as sweet as Grand Sauv here. But yeah, Ambre Loup is one of the best for me. One I like to wear in the fall season, and performance on this one is amazing, guys. This one lasts a long time. Projection is amazing, sillage is amazing. People would stop you and ask you what you're wearing if they enjoy this kind of fragrances. I personally like this one, and this one was love at first sniff for me. Ambre Loup by Rania J is an amazing fragrance to wear in the fall, and that's why it's on my list. Guys, that's Ambre Loup by Rania J. We'll move on to the next one. The next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is another fragrance that was launched in 2012, and from a house that I really enjoy and I'm a huge fan of. And this one is from the house of Luben, and it's a cad. Look at that bottle, guys. Beautiful looking bottle. One of my favorite bottle designs from my entire collection. I just think it looks amazing. So guys, this one here is called Acad by the house of Luben, and it's another amazing fragrance I like to wear in the fall, and this one just smells heavenly. Acad here is a resinous amber. Notes like elemi resin is in here. There's olibanum listed as part of the notes. There's styrax in here. There's vanilla listed. There's labdanum listed. There's patchouli listed, and I believe some other notes. But yeah, Acad here is an amazing fragrance to wear in the fall. It's a sexy amber in my opinion. One of those fragrances that just screams fall. And looking at the bottle here, there's this orange cap that just, screams fall or autumn to me. Acad here is an excellent amber fragrance. If you like a gorgeous amber scent, then you should maybe check this one out. Yes, it's unisex. A lady can wear this one, a guy can wear this one, and one you should wear only in the cold weather. I personally wouldn't wear this fragrance in the heat because I think it works better in the cooler weather. That's why it's on my list of one of the best fragrances to wear in the fall. This one lasts 10 plus hours on me, and even days when I spray on my clothing. It's that good, guys. One you should check out if you're looking for an amazing amber fragrance, and one you should check out if you're looking for a new fragrance to wear this fall. Yes, guys, that's Acad from the house of Luben. And we move on to the next one. The next fragrance I'm going to be sharing is from the house of Giardini di Toscana, and this one is called Rosso Rubino. I've had this one for a while, and I've been waiting for the fall to wear and enjoy this one. And what we have here is a bunch of different things. This fragrance goes in different directions, but basically it's a sweet, earthy rose fragrance in my opinion. It's got some citrusy aspects to it. It has some vegetal, herbal aspects to it as well, and this one is a perfect fragrance for the fall in my opinion. I've been waiting to wear this one actually. It's great for the cooler weather, and some of the notes with this one, there's rose listed, there's citruses like bergamot, there's mandarin orange, I believe there's lemon listed here as well, there's oak moss in here, there's patchouli in here, I believe there's coumarin in here, and some other notes. But yeah, this is a great fragrance for the fall. This is one I like to wear when I want to get compliments. One that's perfect for cold weather. I've worn this fragrance a few times since the weather started getting cooler, and I've gotten lots of compliments wearing this one. Yes, Rosso Rubino by Giardini di Toscana is a great fragrance. I think this is a unisex fragrance, but it leans a little to the feminine side. And I've heard a lot of people say the smell of this fragrance reminds them of the color red. I personally don't get that, but I thought to mention that to you guys because I find that to be interesting. So guys, that's Rosso Rubino by Giardini di Toscana, an amazing fragrance to wear this fall. We move on to the next. So this next fragrance I'm going to be talking about is from the house of Christian Provenzano, and this one is called Massimo. Yes, Massimo here has a full review on the channel. You can check it out to see my full thoughts of this fragrance. But yeah, this is a sexy amber fragrance, one that I find to be great for the fall season. Yeah, like I said, this is one of the best fragrances I personally have put my nose on this year, and I still stand by that. Yes, because it's that good, guys. This is such a gorgeous amber fragrance. It's a spicy amber fragrance with depth from the woods and some resins as well. This is one of those fragrances I was waiting for the fall to fully enjoy and wear, and yes, I think it's perfect for the fall. This one has the right depth, this one has the right balance of spices. It's perfect for the fall season and perfect for the cooler weather. And with Massimo here, there's lots of notes, but some of the notes are cinnamon, there's ginger in here, there's labdanum in here, there's pink pepper, there's black pepper, there's vetiver, olibanum, lots of notes, guys. This one is a unisex fragrance. I believe there's leather listed here as well, even though I don't get lots of the leather here. And the performance on this one is amazing. This one will last you all day and have you smelling good. Guys, that's Massimo by Christian Provenzano, and we move on to the next one. So guys, if you're looking to shop fragrances, be it designer fragrances, indie fragrances, niche fragrances, clone fragrances here in Canada and the States, I have a link in the description, and you're welcome to use my promo code PFC5 to get 5% discount when you order. So the last but not the least fragrance I'm going to be sharing today is from the house of Zerof, and it's none other than Iomi. Yes, Zerof Iomi is another fragrance I think is perfect for the fall season. And what we have here is a boozy, woody fragrance. This one is a boozy fragrance with patchouli as one of the main players. Yes, this is a unique take on patchouli in my opinion. And this is one of the best patchouli fragrances I personally have encountered. This one is spicy, it's sweet, there's vanilla in here, there's patchouli in here as well. And then guys, it has that boozy vibe. It's great for the fall season. One of my favorites to wear in the cooler weather. I just think it works perfectly in the cold. There's some fruity touches here from the passion fruit, and guys, you can't miss that. It's one of my favorite aspects of this fragrance. That sweet fruitiness from the passion fruit is just amazing, guys. Iomi here is one of the better releases from Zerof in my opinion. It's one I like to wear in the cold weather. It's one I like to wear in the fall, and people like this one on me. This one is unisex. A guy can wear this one, a lady can wear this one. As a matter of fact, a lot of ladies like this fragrance as well. I have a few lady friends that wear Iomi here and they swear by this fragrance. And I've heard a lot of people say this one lasts really long on them, but personally, maybe my skin, this one doesn't last too well. I have to spray a lot to get good performance from this one. I'm not sure if it's a batch problem or if it's just my skin. Aside from the performance on this one, the composition is great, the blend is amazing. This fragrance is one of the best from Zerof in the recent years. Yes guys, it's great to wear in the fall season. One of my go-to fragrances for the fall, and that's why it's on my list. Guys, that's Iomi by Zerof, and that's the last fragrance we're going to be talking about today. So guys, let me know what you think about my list. Let me know some of your favorite fragrances to wear in the fall season. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for sticking around to the end. Please, if you're new to this channel, if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click that bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video. I'm going to keep it moving, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, please stay safe and bye-bye.